Do you know that in 2025, just having a degree is not enough to get a good salary in record to report roles? The job market has become super competitive, but the good news is the opportunities are growing too. Whether you are a fresher or an experienced professional, if you are planning a career in record to report, this video is for you. Today we'll break down salary trends, growth potential, negotiation tips to get higher package, and the key skills that can double your package in 2025. In 2025, record to report is no longer just about month-end closing and journal entries. Multinational companies are now expecting professionals to bring data insights, automation skills, and business acumen to the table. The demand for skilled professionals in R2R has increased, but so has the competition. Salaries are being shaped by multiple factors like digital skills, certifications, industry knowledge, and how well you adapt to new tech like Power BI, SAP, Oracle Blackline, and more. Let's start with freshers and entry level roles. If you are just stepping into the world of record to report, this is what you can expect in tier 1 companies. The starting salary in 2025 for record to report entry level jobs ranges from 3 to 5 lakhs per annum depending on your background. If you're from a BCom or BBA background, you may start at the lower end, but if you have certifications like CMA Inter, CA Inter, or relevant Excel and ERP skills, your offer can go much higher. Most companies give 5 to 12% hikes in your first 1 to 2 years based on performance. If you switch companies strategically, even 50% hike is possible. Now let's talk about some tips to maximize salary as a fresher or entry level professional. Tip number 1, learn Excel. Salaries are defined by how skilled you are, and if you want to work in record to report profile, Excel is the must have skill. I have a dedicated playlist on my channel related to Excel. After watching this video, make sure to watch it and learn all the topics related to Excel. Tip number 2, learn the basics of SAP or Oracle. These are two of the most used ERPs, and having even basic knowledge of these tools will set you apart from so many other candidates. My next tip would be to work on your communication skills. You need to improve communication if you want to succeed in record to report profile. A lot of R2R roles require you to work with global teams, and in order to communicate with them, you should have decent command on English communication. And lastly, do not sit idle. Take internships or any job which you can find to get started after your graduation, as I have noticed a recent trend where for any roles, companies are asking for at least 1 year of experience. Just make sure wherever you are working, they provide proper proof of your employment like Provident Fund deductions, Form 16, and salary record in bank account. As at the time of joining any multinational company, they will ask for these documents, and if you will fail to provide them, you will fail in your background verification and companies will not hire you. Okay, great. If you are getting value from this video, hit the like button. It will motivate me to keep on making these videos for you. Moving on, let's talk about experienced candidates. If you've got 2 to 10 years of experience in record to report, here's a quick look at salary bands in 2025. For 2 to 4 years of experience, you can expect salary around 5 to 7 lakh per annum. For 4 to 7 years, this can be around 7 to 10 lakh per annum, and for 7 to 10 years of experience, it can go from 10 to 20 lakh per annum, depending on multiple factors like company role, skills, etc. Remember, these salary ranges are estimates and can be differ from actual amount you will get. Also, these are for people who have just completed their graduation and started working. For people with professional certifications like CA, CMA, CPA, ACCA, etc., this can be entirely different as their package starts from 7 to 8 LPA and even more depending upon the company you have applied for, the profile in which you have applied, and the location. Like if you are getting hired in a tier 1 city, your package will be comparatively higher as the cost of living in these cities will also be high, like rent, transportation, food, etc. Similarly, good companies including big 4 companies pay better compared to other MNCs. Continuous learning is not optional anymore. It's the shortcut to faster promotions and higher pay. So make sure you're continuously upskilling yourself, especially if you are just started after your graduation. Now let's talk about salary negotiation. This is where most candidates lose out. Several key factors affect your ability to negotiate a better salary. First is your current CTC and notice period. If your current salary is competitive, you have more room to negotiate upwards, and if you have a shorter notice period, it means you can join early, which is a big plus for companies, especially when roles are urgent. Early joiners often have stronger negotiation power. Second, your skill set matters a lot. If you have niche or in-demand skills like SAP, Power BI, or automation tools, companies are more willing to pay a premium because such profiles are hard to find. Third, the company's internal culture also plays a big role. Some companies follow fixed salary bands and don't offer much flexibility, while others are open to aggressive hikes for the right candidate. Fourth, your past performance reviews can boost your value. If you've consistently been rated as a top performer or received awards or recognitions, it shows that you're a high value asset. Now, here are some pro tips. Always research the market salary range for your role and experience level before the interview. Prepare a 1-minute pitch on why you deserve a higher salary. Highlight your achievements and rare skills. If possible, try to get a competing offer. It adds weight to your negotiation. And most importantly, practice how to confidently state your expected salary. Remember, hesitation creates doubt, but clarity and confidence build trust. Let's wrap this up with a few key takeaways. In 2025, R2R salaries are definitely going up, but so are the expectations from employers. For freshers, having strong skills in Excel, communication, and basic ERP tools is no longer optional. Without them, you will apply for the job, but chances are you will not get calls for interview. These are must-haves to even get noticed by HR. For experienced professionals, specialization in a specific industry, leadership qualities, and relevant certifications can lead to much higher salary packages. And when it comes to salary, remember that negotiation is a skill. You need to prepare well, practice your pitch, and ask with confidence. Finally, here's my advice to all of you. 2025 will reward smart professionals, the ones who keep learning, upgrading their skills, and adapting to changes will always stay ahead. That's the key to success in the R2R world. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone preparing for record to report roles. Don't forget to subscribe to Corporate Wala for more tips, job updates, and career guidance. Comment if you want similar videos for other profiles as well.